Hi, I'm Dan Davis. I'm the golf professional here at Thousand Hills Golf Resort in Branson, Missouri. And today we're going to talk about a little bit how to hit out of a sand bunker. We're going to cover a couple different shots and a couple techniques that might help you do this a little better next time you happen to land in one of these bunkers. So here at Thousand Hills we've got some pretty high lips. I've chosen a fairly level spot here in the bunker. As a general rule, right here as the ball's laying pretty well, you generally want to judge the distance of this shot basically by the amount of sand that you hit out of the bunker. And again, remember what I said there on the amount of sand that you hit. You do not want to strike the golf ball at all with the golf club on this shot. What happens is the sand surface is here. You actually hit the sand first on the way down. The sand is in between the ball and the club face, and it cushions the shot a little bit and keeps you from having one of those skull type shots. So let me demonstrate this one. What I want to try to do, now remember you cannot ground your club while playing in a match or a tournament, but we're going to just demonstrate, put a little line here about 2 inches behind the ball. When you're practicing you can do this. When you're out on the course you can't really do it. So what I want to do is enter the sand here, and I want to disperse this circle of sand. I basically want to throw this out of the bunker. The ball will follow, and hopefully we'll get a good shot here. Dig in just a little bit with your feet. We want a fairly steep swing with our sand wedge here. We'll see what happens. Okay, about the right distance, a little off to the right, not too bad. Okay, the next shot we're going to talk about is, I think everybody, if you've played enough golf, unfortunately you've run into a situation where the ball flies in from pretty high and it actually gets almost buried. Okay, this is a pretty bad one right here. Okay, you barely see the top of the ball. A lot of people really get nervous on a shot like this. We really wonder if we can even get it out of the bunker. So one thing that I think might help you with this shot is what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to shut the face down a little bit. And what that does, it actually causes a little bit more of a digging action with the club face, and it actually sends the sand a little more up vertically than horizontal. So it's going to push the sand more straight up and cause that ball to pop out of there a little better. One thing to remember on this shot, when you're hitting a shot like this, you're using a closed club face, you're coming really straight down into it, you're going to get somewhat of a knuckleball. So that ball's going to go a little farther than one that you're taking minimal sand. Those shots you get a little more spin, so just allow for a little bit of distance. Okay, you do need to swing fairly hard, and we're still going to go for about an inch, maybe inch and a half behind the ball with that steep swing, and we'll give it a shot. Hopefully I can get it out of this bunker. Okay, not too bad. Okay, so remember, don't be afraid by these shots. Just try to understand what you're up against. On a longer bunker shot, you're going to take a little less sand. On a short bunker shot, you're going to take a little more sand. And always remember, do not let the club face strike the ball. We're going to let the sand pop that ball out of the bunker for you, and hopefully you'll get some pretty decent shots. Thanks.
What a day to get away, enjoy